So it's like a Ronald Stephenson.
Okay. And what is your title as it pertains to the company?
I'm the CEO, chairman. Yeah.
All right. Give me some background as to Virtual Mall Jamaica.
Well, VirtualMallJamaica is a software that actually allows businesses to actually take their entire business inventory online, so they're able to sell to both local and international persons. So that is where VirtualMall started as a software. But as it is now, VirtualMall work as a central hub, like similar to Amazon and eBay, that actually has over 70 merchants within its capacity. So when persons go directly to the mall, they can actually search over 70 stores, products, inventory. So far, Virtual Mall has over 10,000 products within its inventory, with comparing all the stores. You can actually go directly to the stores. You can shop by stores. If you know the store's URL, domain name, you can go directly to the store and do business directly with them. If you don't know what you're looking for, you can always use the mall and search for what you want.
You did mention more than 70 products.
Yeah.
What are some of the products that persons may purchase online through Virtual Mall?
Okay, well, over 70 merchants.
Merchants,
Yes,
sorry, right?
over 70 merchants, and we have over 10,000 products. What are the hit products right now? We have gorgeous flowers that get quite a few traffic, and as well as quite a few orders out daily, both mainly from overseas. You have each store has the peak time. Some point we have the baby store that actually makes a lot of money during the summer period or up to the April period region. We have different stores has a different time. So for 1 month you may have one store that start getting a lot of orders, and then next month another store beat that particular store. So it's up and down, right? Yeah.
Jamaicans are very much into recreational activities, recreational items, as well as fashion.
Yes.
Right? Do you have companies, merchants on the website that offers those products?
Yes, we have quite a few merchants that actually sell clothes, lovely clothes. We have Gorgeous that actually sell office wear for the ladies. That is really beautiful. We have quite a few merchants that sell laundry items, perfume, and just regular casual wear. And they're doing well, good business. Persons are finding it very convenient because they're able to order the product and the merchant actually go and show them the product and show them the varieties. Because if they're in their geographical region, so it's working well for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned geographical region. These merchants, right? They sell to anybody across the island?
Across the world, wherever they can ship the goods to. There's no limitation when they get online. Online just give them the ability to go as far as where consumers are willing to pay for. Because if they're willing to pay for it, they can have it. Pay for it in terms of shipping. Because we have Home Choice that sells shrimps, and a lot of persons from India, from Africa, actually orders from her. Some people order just a pack of shrimp, just maybe a couple packs. That sometimes the shipping cost is even more than the actual product. But because this product is unique to Jamaica, then you find that overseas diaspora buy it because they want it. So if you're willing to pay for the shipping overseas, then they'll deliver it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jamaicans are also into household items, especially with the Christmas period coming.
Yes.
You know, they may want a new bed, a new refrigerator, a new TV. Say for instance, like me living in St. Thomas, are there merchants online willing to offer this furniture and ship to my house?
Exactly. We sell wines. The mall is just filled with variety. We're looking at this mall as being the place that you don't need to go on the road to get anything you want. We have meat store, which is unbelievable. People actually go online and order ham, chicken, and they have it delivered to them, right? So we have in St. Thomas, we have Gavange that has wines, fruit wines that persons order from here, delivered in Kingston and across the world. So a lot of things are happening. So the mall gives people the ability to browse and shop in the convenience of their environment. So they're at the office and they're running late to pick up something, they can always go to the mall. So what is happening, order the product and have the product delivered within the day. Because Jamaica is pretty much small, depends on where the merchant is. You can have the product delivered within the hour.
Costing is important.
Yes, always. But costing is important, but what sometimes overshadow costing, because I realize that customer pay for convenience, right? Although price is always a factor that determine your move, but a lot of people have time and value the time more. Because if your time is important, Because right now, if you have things in the office to get done, or you're doing a contract, or you're doing a proposal that has a certain value, you don't have that time to go and search the mall for a tie. Because you're wasting that hour that you value at for 10,000. If you're charging your people 10,000 an hour, 5,000, $6,000 an hour, that's your time that you're using just to buy a tie for $1,000. So it's really a waste of time to do that. So if you can find a product on the mall and pay $200 or $300 to deliver it to you, and all that costs you in total just to buy that one tie is just $2,500 or $1,000 or $2,000, depends on what the tie is, then you save that time and money. So that is not really the main important, just price, but price versus time and the convenience.
Okay. But do you, as CEO of the company, do your own background check as it pertains to the merchants, if the costs are relative to what is in the merchant's physical store? Because I know you can't dictate to your merchants as to what price they should display on their items online.
I try to encourage my merchant to sell at least put the prices on the website at least 10% less, at least that. Some has gone up to like 20-30% less. But that is something that I try to encourage. But merchants have their way of doing their own business. Whatever works for them, I advise them. If they want to increase more sales, they have to do their business in a particular way. I only can advise and encourage. Right? The stores that tend to do a lot better is the one that don't have a physical brick and mortar. Because right there, they don't have anything to compare with, and they're able to compete much better because they eliminate the cost of an infrastructure. But that is the main driver of cost right now. Overheads, you're going to be paying overhead light. You have staff. You have so many elements that have to drive up that unit cost. So I cannot really say push them too much who has a physical store to sell too cheap. I don't want to say maybe drop the price too much, because they still have to factor the physical environment until their online business start doing so much more that they can decide to move and go to a cheaper venue, or even become a warehouse and just use a warehouse facility to distribute the goods.
All right, tell me about which one started first, Unique Media or Virtual Mall?
Unique Media has been around average 4 years, and we've been doing it as trading as IGD for a while, just doing basic graphics. So we started off doing business cards for clients. And business cards uniquely, we started off with more uses image on a business card to actually portray what the customer do, and that started off. It was quite interesting because they like that flyer looking business card because it stands out more, it sticks in the head more. And we moved to flyers, and we started doing flyers, and we started doing banners and billboards. So we started a lot into this traditional media stuff, and it works. Then we realized that we have to take a different direction, and we have a team of 3 of us started, and we decided to go into a different market because I had the skill of learning. So we pretty much started to learn how to design websites, and we have my managing director Damien actually started to practice it, and it was say, well, this could be a product that we can put out. But 5 years ago we started putting out the website, but the market wasn't gravitating too much to it because that penetration wasn't here. The hype wasn't here for websites. So we developed more on it, and we tried to push it wherever we can. But printing and the graphic design was always the main bread. Until 3 years ago, then the market begins to turn. And 3 years ago, the concept Virtual Mall came. That we realized that internet people was becoming more popular. Flow came, and the Digicel and everybody now coming into the market, creating more of a internet presence. So the market share for internet access started to increase. So at that point, I realized America, because we always watch Google. Google is one of my mentors in terms of how they do business and how they grow and become the #1 search engine in the world, right? And overseas, we realized that a lot of people was going towards the web and doing business the web way because it's more cost effective. So what we did now was to say, well, at least 1 to 2% of the Jamaican businesses had an online presence. So it's going to come a point that they're going to have a rush. It has to happen, because if where America is now, they're actually at internet marketing, right? And that is a big thing in America. Out here, we're never reach even having a presence, much as to talk about internet marketing. But we take a different turn. A lot of people start taking the business to Facebook, these social media, but that is not really the effective way. Because you need your own presence to do your business, because doing business in a social environment doesn't give you that corporate image that it's very limited. You cannot actually do an e-business, e-commerce business. You're just creating a presence within cyberspace. However, that was foreseen 3 years ago. And with that, we developed a platform that can turn out website within 3 days. And that's how VirtualMall came. We build the engine that persons realize that we can easily shop overseas on like a Forever and an Amazon or an eBay easily. But in Jamaica, there's nowhere you can shop. I mean, I've asked persons, where in Jamaica can you shop? They can't answer because there's no facility here. So we did that research and we speak to a lot of businesses and figure how they work, their inventory, and how it works for them. And we developed a software for Jamaican businesses. And this software was developed to actually get them online so they're able to compete internationally and to serve their customers in different geographical areas. So that was our mission, to get every single store in Jamaica online so we can now start doing business with them.
You mentioned something that is very important, and it's a skill that a number of entrepreneurs must possess, and that is a vision.
Yes.
Right. Where do you think that came from for you and your team?
Well, the vision is wanting to see your fellow business people or fellow business become wealthy. I've always been a phenomenon of buy Jamaica, build Jamaica. And I mean, if your concept in business is to, whoever do business with you, your objective is to make them better than before. And that is my vision, to make whoever do business with me better. So that concept has stick with me where the mall is concerned, where the Unique Media as a group was concerned. Giving them a business card is to give them a business card that will work, not just for information, a flyer that works, not just for a pretty look. So that was my vision, and that started us to develop a platform, develop any medium that will further enhance our clients and our consumers.
All right, who is us?
Us is a team of directors. We have 5 people on the board. We have currently externally and some more active within the business. Currently, it's us 2 right now active. So we're working together, and we tend to communicate quite often, and I have advisors on board as well, that these are my suppliers that I pull knowledge from, and I'm quite particular who I keep within my environment.
So the business was started by the team or you?
Well, it started pretty much with me, and it extended into the team, and we pulled persons together, and we started to, where Damian Harris has been there from the start. He's my managing director and one of the creative minds in terms of when I come up with the great ideas, he finds ways of getting them in. And he has never really used a no before or can't. It's always a way. And we implemented other persons a part of the infrastructure that actually works well as well.
Right, so give me some background, personal background.
On me? Well, the interesting thing is,